What's up, guys? Brad here with StartRestoringHeadlights.com, and welcome back to another video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And today is another day in the life of a headlight restoration business owner. That's pretty long to say. It sometimes won't fit in the title. So today we just got two vehicles. It is Friday, 7:34. Scheduled pretty light today because it's been super busy, and I kind of want a little bit of time off. But not just that. Don't know if you guys know, I don't know if it's been in the news or not, but lately Florida has been hit with some record heat. The heat index was like 109 degrees yesterday. And if you've never been to Florida, you've never experienced Florida heat, it is a different breed in itself. The humidity is an absolute killer. It's one of those things that just makes it just miserable to be in, because you can't go outside, check your mail, do anything without coming back and just being drenched. It's like stepping on a puddle of water with your sock on. You know, like soggy, you got to deal with it all day if you're out all day in the heat. So we've been reducing the schedule to three a day instead of 4 or 5. So that's been helping a little bit. But anyway, we are on our way to our first job. We have a Toyota Avalon. As I said in the past, whenever you are in the business and start getting that experience, you understand exactly what it is you're going to be dealing with for the customer before you show up to the car. So the second the customer tells you what it is, you understand what you're going to deal with. So these typically, I have been wrong in the past. I've had the assumption that it was going to be very easy, and it happened, but that doesn't happen very often. So this one's going to be super easy, just a thin layer of oxidation. We'll do a 400, 600 grit and apply the clear coat. The second one is going to be a GMC Acadia. These are also very, very easy. So we're going to have a very easy day today, thank God, because I have been absolutely miserable running around in this humidity, this heat. And not to mention, I've had a few times, I've tried recording the video or recording a restoration job, and my phone will overheat. It's crazy. And some of them have been like absolutely perfect examples for me to show you guys some things that you might do within the business. And I'll be mid-record, capturing everything, explaining it, and and it'll shut off. Like, I'll put a towel over the face of the phone so that the sun doesn't directly hit it. And even then, and man, I'll get so frustrated because I'll explain everything to the T, and then I'll go to stop the video and it's not recording. It just says phone overheating, unable to use camera, cool off phone before attempting again. And it'll be like that for like a solid 15 minutes. So at that point, it's not really worth for me to kind of wait around. But anyway, we're starting early, so hopefully we should be able to get some footage and not have any issues with the phone. So let's get to this one and get it knocked out and move on to the next. Alright guys, so we just arrived to the first customer, Toyota Avalon. Very, very thin oxidation, nothing crazy, no micro cracking. Just a little bit of stuff right here, a little bit of scratches, but we'll be able to get those out. Side, same thing. You can actually see, can't see it when I'm in the sun, but you can see there's a little bit of micro cracking right here. But overall, this one's going to be very, very easy. We'll start with the 400 and then finish with the 600. Another thing to notate, make sure you take your pictures, because odds are there might be a little bit of paint that might come up. That is inevitable. Got some fog lights, we'll probably do those too, but other than that, we're going to get a great result out of these, so let's do it. I'm not going to be able to record this one because it's directly in the sun, and I know the phone will overheat, so I will show you the after once it's complete. So Alright guys, you can see everything is nice and milky. This is exactly where you want to be. No dark spots, no old clear coat or oxidation, just pure headlight. So what I'll do is shake the can for 2-3 minutes and then I'll apply the clear coat. So alright everyone, so here's the finished result. You can see you got all the oxidation out, all the scratches out. It's still drying, so the fog light came out great as well. This one, as I said, I wasn't able to record, but ironically the sun actually kind of moved, so it's now out of the sun. I wish I would have noticed, that way I could have recorded it, but same result, came out great. Same thing with the fog light. Those little micro cracks are actually gone unless I can't see them due to the sun. Because what happens is sometimes you can have an holographic effect. What will happen is the sun will enter the micro crack and it'll refract, meaning the light will kind of disperse or kind of like just go everywhere. So what that can do is give you a little holographic, like a holographic visual. It'll just kind of be everywhere on the inside. So in the event that you do see that, there's really nothing you can do. It's just the micro cracking. So other than that, these came out great. Customer was super happy with it, so let's move on to the next. Whew. Oh man. All right, so that one is complete. That customer was super happy. It is 8:15 right now, so that one took roughly about 20 minutes. Very, very easy. As I predicted, you can see it from my face. It is already crazy hot. I'm already like completely drenched. So thank God I just got one more. So customer was so happy, he actually tipped me 20 bucks, which is really nice. He's like, here, go get some lunch. I actually did a Honda Civic for him a few months back and loved the results so much that his daughter came into town and he's like, hey, she needs her headlights done. So same thing, 20 bucks then, 20 bucks now, which is really, really nice. When you're in the business, a service like this is like one of those tippable businesses. So it used to be like 70% of the customers would tip. Well, now it's like getting closer to like 90. Like it's really, really cool actually, because I was thinking about upping the price. A lot of people have been on me, hey, increase the price, you're charging too little. Well, what I started doing was I offered two different packages. I charged, I said $89.99 with a 3-year warranty, and then $119.99 with a lifetime warranty. And a lot of people are asking, well, what's, why do I need the warranty? What's the difference? And I'm realizing that if you don't take care of the car, don't take care of the headlight itself, meaning you're washing your car. Actually, the Headlight Restoration Pro actually coined this phrase, headlight health. If you are out here, going on the highway, you got a bunch of bugs, you're going through the car wash a lot, nothing is going to survive that. Like, there's no clear coat that's going to survive constant bugs on it, the acids eating away at it, car washes, chemicals on it. Not taking care of the car, obviously you're going to have some issues. So I tell my customers, say, hey, if you wash the car a lot, you take good care of it, you're not driving it a lot, the 3-year warranty is good. But if you plan on keeping the car for a really long time, the lifetime warranty is your best bet. And I've been getting a really, really positive response out of it. Some customers have been doing the lifetime warranty, some customers have not. They've been doing just the 3-year. This customer, for example, it was an older car. He's like, no, it's okay, just do the 3-year warranty, that's fine. So it was a good way kind of for me to make the entry barrier, because I was thinking about just doing one price, because I'm not a huge fan of the quote system, just because for me, I like to know the price, set price, get them scheduled and get done. I don't want to have to kind of go back and forth, talk to the customer, quote this, quote that. So I like to go with just like a set price. So now it's $90 with a 3-year warranty or $120 with a lifetime warranty. Simple as that. So if you are in the business and you are looking to up your price, you can even do that to kind of bridge the transition and see what the response is, because for the longest time I've been a little skeptical about increasing my price, and this is a good way for me to I found a good compromise, a good medium is offering 2 different deals. So, and it's been getting a really, really good response. I'm really happy with it. So I don't plan on having one sole one set package. So now we got 2 different packages. So if the customer is kind of on the edge about the price, they can be like, oh, I'll just go with the 3-year warranty. It's perfectly fine, no problem. I mean, I still get tire kickers. I still get a lot of people that will shoot a text or something, ask for a quote. Actually, yesterday I had somebody shoot me a text and I told her the prices, and she's like, oh, I'll shop around. And I'm thinking to myself, if you ever run into this, it's perfectly fine. Do not harp on something like that. Just let them go. Just on to the next. Just forget they even happened. In my situation, there is, and again, I say this as humble as I possibly can, there is no competition for me in the area. Like, I have this area locked down. So the only other people that can do it is if she goes to Walmart or Sam's Club. And even in that situation, if she goes with them, guess who's going to be calling me down the road? It's going to be her, because I know that they just do a sand and polish, and that is not a headlight restoration. That is BS. So, and I do get customers like that. I get customers that call and say, hey, I took my car to Sam's Club or Walmart X amount of time ago, and it started to haze up again. And it's like, that kind of business, like, you're really doing a dishonest to the customer. You're not getting them any value if you're just sanding and polishing. In my opinion, it definitely is a scam. And those kinds of businesses, they do create value in my business, because if you go to that place and you realize that, hey, this is kind of a BS job, they're going to realize, okay, yeah, I should have went with that other company. And that's one thing I kind of want to touch base on as well. This kind of business, it's so young that people don't really have a value on it at face value. So when I say, hey, how much, or when someone asks me, hey, how much do you charge for headlight restoration on like the channel or something, I can tell them the price, but no matter where you go, people don't, there's no like base starting price nationally for headlight restoration. The way you can kind of get an idea on where it should be at is when you're in the business and you kind of hear the quotes that customers are getting, and you're hearing, oh, I went to the dealership and they want, $4,500 to replace both lights, install it out the door. I have customers like that, and then I have customers where it's only like $300 to replace both headlights. Well, you have to try to put a price on the value of somebody coming to you mobile, a headlight restoration service, coming to you mobile to your house or office, so that takes no time out of your day. On top of that, you're using a quality method, meaning it's going to last, so you don't have to worry about this for a long time. And 2, you're increasing visibility. You're making it safer for them to drive at night. So it's not short to say that you are potentially saving lives. If you can't see on the road, like driving down the highway, a deer, you could see a deer up the road or something, and if you can't see, then you're prone to accidents. You can hit the deer, you can hit a rock, you can hit something. So you're increasing safety, and you're not just, and you're also saving time for them if in the event that they were to go purchase their own DIY kit from a store. Because I've said it in the past, these DIY kits at the stores, they are for the most basic, best case scenario headlight restoration. What I mean by that is cars like this Toyota Avalon, very, very thin layer of oxidation, very, very easy to restore. That's what these headlight restoration kits are designed for. They're not designed for taking out scratches, surface cracks, intact clear coat, stuff that's really stubborn to get on. So when you go out and you purchase these kits and you have a 2012 F-150, and you go out there and you do this little crappy process, and it's not removing anything, they're going to get a terrible result. So, and again, I have customers that do this. So think about what they're wasting. They're wasting their time going to the shop to buy, or the AutoZone or wherever, to buy the kit. They're wasting maybe an hour and a half attempting to do the restoration itself. So they're wasting time and they wasted money on the kit. And on top of that, it may not come out clear. And on top of that, if it doesn't come out clear, what do you think they're going to do? Crap, I messed up. This didn't work. Let me go to Google and let me type in a service. Let me see if I can find somebody that does headlight restoration. So now they're wasting more time trying to find a service. They're wasting more money hiring me or another service to come out and fix their mess up. And in some cases, if you are a business and they say, yeah, I tried to restore it and it didn't work out, that service might charge extra because they have to remove and fix any of the stuff that you put on the headlight. I've had cases where I've had to remove like a very, very thick wax product. I have no idea what the customer had used, but they used like a wax or something, and it like baked onto the lens. So I had to sand for a little bit. It was almost comparable to removing a 2K clear. So that was a prime example why I could have easily charged them, say, hey man, I gotta fix the mess up that you had already done, so I'm gonna charge you an extra $50. So you see what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you understand where the value of the restoration process or restoration service is. And only somebody who has been in the business, who understands, who sees the worst case scenarios and all that, can really gauge the value of it, because they've seen it. They've seen the issues, they've seen the type of headlights, the stubborn clear coats, the micro cracking, the people who have put toothpaste and bug spray all over their headlight. I've seen that. So to me, I know what the value of a headlight restoration service is. Convenience, restoring safety, restoring the look of the car. Whereas like businesses that are already established, you know, there's kind of a price point on that. It's very easy to say, hey, how much would it be to detail my car? Or how much would it be to pressure wash my house? Or, you know, how much would it be to change my tires on my car? That's like basic knowledge. Like there's businesses everywhere that you can get a frame of reference on, but headlight restoration, you can't. There's not that many businesses, mainstream businesses, that are doing it to where you can understand, okay, now I understand the value. Now I know that this price point is good. So we're in a point now where if you were in an area where there's no other headlight restoration services and you plan on getting into it, you are going to be the one that sets the price point for headlight restoration service. So, you know, I don't want to say, hey, everybody charge $300 to restore lights or anything like that. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying know your value. Like know the value of what you're doing. It's very, very valuable. And don't sell yourself short, because I've had people reach out to me who are charging like $30 a headlight, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. If you're charging $30 a headlight, what process are you doing? If you were charging $30 a headlight, that tells me that whatever restoration process you're doing is nothing short of like toothpaste or something like that, like sanding and polishing. It's got to be something like that, because nobody who is in the business who knows that their process is good is going to be charging a very, very low amount. So again, I'm not the best. Forgive me, because I'm not the best at putting kind of my thoughts to words. So I really, really hope that I'm putting this in a kind of a way that you guys can understand how to value your headlight restoration service. Because some people I've spoken to through email, you know, I've broken that down to them. Say, hey, you know, how much should I charge for my headlight restoration service? And I'll say, okay, well, you are a consumer yourself. What if I say I'm going to save you time, I'm going to save you money, all the things I just listed? What do you think the value is going to be? You know, at minimum $100, at minimum $90. So again, you have to understand that if you are getting into the business and there's no restoration process in the area or anything like that, you are going to be the one to set the market value. Don't sell yourself short. You know, if you're getting into the business, you are restoring lights, increasing visibility, saving time, money, you are creating a lot of value. And, you know, think about it like a detailer. On average, a detail is about $200 in my area. So I think, okay, this person's cleaning my car. It's going to get dirty again. how much should I, what would be a reputable, a good price? Well, how good are they? Are they really, really good? Are they really bad? Are they going to clean everything? So you got to kind of take in all your variables, take in all your things, and really sit down and think, okay, what am I going to charge for this? So I'm kind of digressing again. I'm just kind of spitting words here, but I hope you guys can understand what I'm trying to explain when it comes to figuring out your price, figuring out your value for a headlight restoration service. So we are on to the next one. We'll be there in roughly 30 minutes, and then we will be home. So this one should be fairly easy. So let's get it knocked out. All right, guys, so here's the next one. You can see we got some pretty good scratches on it, some severe oxidation right here. On this side, we got kind of a wavy design right here. I don't know for sure if you can see it on the camera, but I've noticed that's fairly common on these cars. So I did explain to the customer I won't be able to get that out, but it will look much, much better. Got some clear coat that might still be intact right here, but I'm pretty sure it's soft and easy to remove. So I'll probably just start with the 400, get all this bad oxidation, the severe oxidation removed, move on to the 600 before applying the clear coat, and they should look like new by the time we're done with them. So let's do it. Alright guys, you can see all of the oxidation is removed. However, you can see right here, let me move it from an angle maybe. See how it's a little bit darker in these spots right here? That's the old clear coat. So this is the bare headlight where it's nice and milky. That's the old clear coat. So that's why it's important to make sure that you're inspecting as you're going so that you can identify any spots that you still need to sand, such as right here. You can see it's a little bit darker. So let's finish it up. Alright guys, so here's a little example. See how it's a little bit rough right here, like textured? That means I didn't sand it well enough, and you can see there's little black spots on the very, very bottom. So I can hit that with the 600 and it'll fix it. The reason why it's so important to get these is that it could cause adhesion issues with the clear coat. You want to make sure that the clear coat is bonding to the bare headlight, all this stuff over here. So you don't want it bonding to old clear coat. So let's go ahead and fix that really quick. Alright, you can see we're nice and milky, so we are ready for the clear coat. This is exactly where you want to be. Some of these marks might look dark, like it's old clear coat, but it's not. It's actually from the sandpaper, so there's no clear coat or anything still on it, just so you're aware. All right, so you can see I literally just sprayed it. See how it's a little bit little like colored right there? That's just the solvents in the clear coat starting to evaporate. So you can see also right here, but just give it time and it'll evaporate. You can see also right here, and it'll be good to go. So let's finish the other side. Alright, so here's the finished product. You can see right here it's got some haze on the inside. This side, same thing. You can see there's kind of little waves, as I mentioned before, restoring it. You can also see there's little drip marks on the inside too. Not exactly sure what that's from, but this is one reason why I do upload the videos, guys. That way if you have a vehicle calling and inquiring about restoration that has the same vehicle as one I might do on the channel, you can see if there's any issues I might have ran into, because odds are that the manufacturer being the same thing, you could have the same exact issue. Another thing, one of the most important things to remember after doing the restoration is making sure that you're cleaning up after yourself, making sure all this stuff is gone prior to you leaving, because it's not good business practice. You want to make sure everything is nice and clean and it looks like you were never even here, other than the headlights being crystal clear. So definitely make sure you don't forget that very, very important step. All right, so that vehicle is complete. Customer was really excited. She was really happy about the outcome, which is great because she was actually passing the vehicle down to her son and wanted to get the headlights done before doing so. So now the son could see much better at night. So that one was done in roughly about 20 minutes, I think 25 minutes total from start to finish. It had some pretty bad oxidation, but the 400 took it off perfectly fine. It was fairly quick. So that's it for the day. It is 9:38 right now, so $200 in a little under 2 hours, which is nice. Good day. As I said, normally we do between 4 and 5 a day, but scheduled a light day just because the day before the weekend, and also the heat is really bad. I mean, you can tell I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but my shirt is completely soaked. It's just humid. It's so humid out right now. It is currently 85% the humidity right now, so it's pretty rough. But that is something that you do need to take in consideration if you are getting into the restoration business, is that the weather. It's pretty hot. I mean, it would be a bad idea to keep an umbrella with you, even if you are doing this process. I mean, that sun can be pretty brutal and develop a pretty nasty farmer's tan. I have a pretty bad farmer's tan. I'm actually shopping around trying to find some long sleeve shirts I just don't like I'm not a fan of the polyester. I feel like it smells whenever you sweat. But anyway, that's for another video. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.